Alright, Marvel fans, we've got some breaking news to talk about because apparently Marvel Studios is developing an MCU video game. Now, take this with a massive grain of salt. It is coming from My Time to Shine Hello over on Twitter, who's not very reliable right now in terms of, insider scoops and leaks and that kind of thing, but she has gotten things right, so like I said, take this with a grain of salt, but what she's saying is that Marvel Studios is going to make an MCU game that's going to fit in the MCU timeline. Now, I think this is a really, really great idea. There is so many time periods within the MCU that stuff happened and we never actually saw it, and to have that story play out in a video game would be really, really cool. You could have a Captain America World War II game, which I know we're kind of getting that with the 1943 game, but that's like a Captain America and Black Panther game. You could do a Hulk game, which I know would be really, really difficult with the rights and everything. An Ant-Man game, that would be awesome, like shrinking and growing and fighting bad guys and stuff. That would be really cool. A Thor game. Oh my god, the possibilities are really endless. A Doctor Strange game, imagine the Hogwarts Legacy style spell casting wheel thing. You know what I'm talking about. But in a Doctor Strange game, that would be really, really awesome. But I think my top choice for a MCU video game has to be a Hawkeye game. Now hear me out. My pitch for this Marvel game would be a game called Hawkeye Ronin. Now, this would be awesome. It would be set during the blip in the MCU, which we don't know too much about. It was a 5-year period where Hawkeye was just going on a killing spree, hunting down all of these criminals and everything because his family was snapped away, but the criminals got to stay and live. And I think this is a really interesting time frame to set a game in. The combat would be really similar to the Arkham Batman games where there's a lot of counter moves and gadgets and that kind of thing. He would obviously have his sword, his arrows. It would just be such a cool concept. And it could fill in the gap between Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, and who knows, maybe you could get cameos from other characters, maybe he came across Daredevil, Punisher, other street level heroes and villains. You could have a whole bunch of different classic Hawkeye costumes, but honestly, I think I'm going to go with the Ronin costume because it is just so cool. But yeah, guys, that's what I think Marvel Studios should do if this whole rumor is true about an MCU video game, because Hawkeye Ronin would just fly off the shelves. I think fans would love a game like this. It would basically be Marvel's Arkham, Batman. It would fill in the gaps during the blip. It would just be a really cool game to, explore the MCU, the street-level MCU during the blip with Hawkeye. Jeremy Renner could voice him. It would just be so cool. Marvel, make it happen. So guys, there you have it. The big rumor right now is that Marvel Studios is apparently planning to make an MCU video game, one set in the timeline, and yeah, I think it should be a Hawkeye Ronin game. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys think. Do you think it should be Hawkeye or another character? And if it is another character, let me know who you want it to be. Let me know your thoughts down below.